Okay, we have a different kind of outlet. It screws in the cover here, in these holes, and there's no hole in the middle. But we're going to just make sure it's off. And this screw is missing. So we're going to take our pliers here and see if we can take it off. Be nice if I can see, but if I can't, I can't. I'm not going to get upset. Okay, there's no screw head in there. And if I had my smaller pliers, it would be nice, and I do have them. There we go. Comes off like this. I'm going to see if I can save this outlet, because this outlet probably goes back to the 20s or 30s, so it's definitely a collector's item. There we go. Now we'll take our knife, see if we can scrape away all this paint. Hey, it came off. See if it comes out with a small screw here. Yeah, there's a screw in here. I want to try to save this because it's probably a collector's item. I've never seen anything like this. I hope there's a box in here, but if there isn't, there isn't. Yeah, there is a box. Good. That screw head is all banged up, so I'll just unscrew it this way. So this outlet is good enough. I am going to save it as a collector's item. It's a kind of an old one. Start unscrewing easier now. Nope. There it is. We'll pull it out. So there's two wires in it. Now let's see if I can take that screw right out so I don't have to bang the wires up much. I'll just put it back in for my souvenir. No, it doesn't come out. Here's our other one. Well, I can tell the black and the white in here. It's a old wire, probably 60 years old. There's that one. There it is. I've got all our that's armed cable in here. So I'm going to pigtail a piece of new wire to our old wire here. So there's the back of this very old outlet. So I'm guessing this is probably 50 years old. I am holding on to it as a souvenir. There's our broken chip. We'll just glue that back in there. Let's see if there's a place I can screw a ground wire to. If there isn't, there isn't. There's nothing there, so we're not going to get upset. There's nothing to ground to. But the cable is ground, and it's clamped to the box. I'm going to look for a place to put a green screw. And there is no place, there's absolutely no holes in the back of that box, so it is what it is. We can't, so we can't. And we're not going to get upset over it either. You can't do something, you can't do it. You don't get upset about it. You don't get frustrated over it. It's not going to change anything. But the cable is, the armored cable is clamped to the box. And we'll have to be thankful for that. We're going to be thankful for the ground that we do have instead of complaining about the ground that we don't have. So we're going to look at our two wires here. This is, so the top one is the black, the live. So we're going to strip our wire about the same length here. I'm not going to twist them because I don't want to crumble this old wire, so I'll get our insulation even like this. Get them like that. Put our wire nut on in here. We're not getting upset over anything. Okay, so there's the black wire, which is our live. I'm going to get our white wire. Strip it with our 14 gauge hole. So we get it about the same length here. Okay, they're even. So we'll get them lined up and even like this. We'll put our wire nut on here. Whoops, I moved it, so I got it. Start over, get them even. Make sure insulation is going up into the bottom here. push our wires back into our box here. Now I'm going to backstab this outlet because I don't want to be horsing those wires around and risk crumbling everything. So I'm going to close my screws we're not going to be using here. Our other screw is in here, we got to get that out. Okay, you'll see a strip gauge on the back of the outlet here for the back stab. So we're going to strip it to that length. We'll strip with our 14 gauge hole. And we'll hold it up to our strip gauge, make sure it's not too long or too short. That one's the length we want. And that's the length we want. So we'll close our green screw since there's nothing to ground to. So we put our white on the silver side. I'm going to put it in like this, or the black is on the bottom, so I'll put it over here. So I'll put our black in the hole here. And I'll just push it in, make sure it gets down all the way like that. And I'll do the same with our white on our neutral side. Make sure it goes in. Get it down all the way like that there. See how our insulation is butted right up to the plastic? And now we'll just screw it into our... I'm going to take these plastic washers out since we're relying on the box for the ground and there's nothing to screw to put a green screw in, so we're going to be thankful for what we do have for a ground instead of complaining about what we don't have. And we'll put our screws in. One here. Finish it by hand so I don't tear the holes out. And when I come back, we'll just stick a cover on it. Make sure it's nice and tight. Alrighty, we are all set. So here's a nice close-up of our vintage outlet that we took out. As you can see, there's no cover screw in the middle.